Yeah, I actually decided I'm gonna IGL.
Shut up. What's this thing called? Put this on the ECA. Boom. Alright, stream. It's been a minute since I just streamed to stream. I've always just streamed matches and practices, and I've never just streamed just to stream and just like talk about shit. And yeah, it's because I've been like hella busy. Been hella busy with the team, myself. I was actually literally just in the middle of aim training, and I was like, man, this is not gonna lie, I don't feel like aim training right now. I probably just stream. Like I haven't had a stream where I just fucking just stream and just answer questions and VOD review or go over demo notes and just talk about shit. Or a weekend stream either, because I'm not gonna lie, today was supposed to be like my day off where I just chill. But plans fell through and I got no friends online right now. So I'm like, fuck it, I wanna stream. Yo, Sam Live, what's going on? E-Joy, I'm doing good. How about you, man? Just chilling right now. Finally a weekend stream for real, man. It's been a minute, right? So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, ask away. Now is the time. Let me go get my config already for the server. But yeah, so that's kind of the goal of the stream right now. And then, you know, in a bit I'll probably just go pug or something along those lines. But just for now, I'm just gonna chill on this aimbots until you guys get any questions or anything. Happy to catch your stream. Oh, you never usually make it? It's probably because I usually just stream during the weekdays. And it's also late as fuck all the time too. Why'd I just do that what am I doing? Why'd I do that in aimbots? Alright, well I could go over demo notes, I could also answer questions. I also have the script written out for the IGL video. The next part to it, which is like T-side. Or I could just literally just straight up dedicate this whole stream to talking about IGLing and then just break this down into a video later on. Although I probably don't want to do that because the IGL series, I want to like write out scripts for each of the videos and actually like make it pretty detailed. So like I don't miss anything. So I might not do that. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, I could answer them. Ask away. Oh, EU, so it's not that easy. Usually just watch on YouTube. Okay. What time is it in EU right now? Probably like late as fuck, right? Yeah, even if you guys have questions on aiming or anything, because I've been doing hella research on aim, because that's definitely one of my pitfalls as a player. I got into the Voltaic shit, the Voltaic Discord, where they had like the benchmarks, and man, did that humble me. I literally thought I had like good aim, and when I first did the benchmarks, I got ranked like Voltaic bronze and silver in a lot of things. Now I'm almost plat in everything, but man, that shit humbled me at all, like a lot. Just like, how's the individual work? What do you mean by that? Oh, it's 5:34. Holy shit! Let's never warm up. That's the easiest way to warm up. I never warm up. What's the easiest way to warm up with CSGO? You could do. I usually stretch a little bit. If you're gonna stretch before you play, make sure you don't do any static stretching. Same goes for working out. You never want to static stretch before you're doing any like fine motor movements. It'll just fuck you up. You want to do what's called dynamic stretching. So like a static stretch will be like taking your hand and just stretching out this part of your forearm and just holding it. That's what static stretching is. It's like past 5 seconds, I believe, is static stretching. Dynamic stretching is like when you work it with your hands, or like if you're stretching out your chest, or you're like, doing like arm circles and stuff. That's dynamic stretching. So I mean, if you want to warm up for Counter-Strike, what I usually do, I'll just do like some dynamic stretches, just rotate my wrists, rotate this way. I also saw Tens talk about doing stuff like this. I do that a bit, and then also putting your hand in a circle. I'll do that, and then I'll physically warm up my hands. So if my hands are cold, I'll go stick them under water, put next to a heater, and then when I get on, I'll just hop in aimbots, shoot a couple heads, and then I'll do like a couple long distance ones to warm up my arm, and then I'll turn it to the 100 kills NA, and then I'll just start like going for kills like this, and then just work on like warming up my wrist and my fingers because this is a lot closer. So this will be like to warm my wrist right here. I'll warm this up, and then I'll like hop in here and then just do like wide ones to get my arm again, and then I'll just do like sprays and shit. Because warming up, you're not practicing. If you're warming up to practice, you're doing it wrong. You shouldn't be like practicing anything specific or precise. You should just get your hands moving. That's literally, it's a warm up. You know what I'm saying? What benchmarks? The voltaic benchmarks. But yeah, that's how I warm up in Counter Strike, and then I'll go and hop in a game. These days working on AK spray. I suck at it. What you think is more effective way to do it? I know I learned the spray. I originally learned it just by doing it over and over, but I think I tried this recently where I went into here. You go into here. Because I noticed that when I would spray, I was only good at spraying when I was focused on spraying. So like, you know how you just like look at a wall and just start spraying the wall? Like you could have just a perfect spray, but then a target comes up and then you just fuck up the spray like bad. I realize it's because it's like you didn't add the reaction to the spray. Because most times when you're in a game and you go to spray someone, let me do this. And you go to spray someone, you're not staring at them for 10 seconds before you start the spray. You're not like, when you see someone, you go to spray them, you have to, they pop up and you have to flick to them, you know what I'm saying? So what I did for a bit was spraying against, I actually did it on a different map, but you can do it on this map. Like, you just do one target, and when it pops up, then you like spray to it. Holy shit, that was bad. Like, pops up, then you spray. That's how I like practice spray for a bit, because I'll find, yeah, let me see. This is the other thing I use too. So I was trying to get my spray down really well. I definitely have to do this again. Here, this one. You get the YPRAC aim training map in CSGO. It's a pretty good way to practice your sprays. Never heard that benchmark. Can someone link me? Just look up Voltaic Discord on Google and I'll take you to it. Why is bursting like in Valorant? Why is bursting like in Valorant not effective in CSGO? It is. People burst all the time. Yeah, I use this on peak mode, but this one is good. Okay. Talking about the map. So watch. I'll come in here. I'll go to burst. I'll go to, I think it was box burst. Yeah. No, it's not this. Come in this map, go to burst, and then go to, is it this one? No. Let me out. I think it was, no, it was line burst. No. Get me out of here. No, it was box burst. Oh, it's because it's on easy. You go to box. I would go to box burst, and then you can start at whatever level you're at. It's not box burst. What am I doing, bro? It's speed burst, right? Let's see, hold on a second. There's one of these where it's just like, should just be. This one move. Fuck, what is that bullshit, man? Let me out of here. Yo. Is it motion burst? Oh, bro, I don't want that shit moving. AK can have a pattern you can learn, I guess. Boxes for micro adjust. Yeah, the box one is for multi-target stuff. Is it speed burst? I think it's speed burst. Wait, what? No, speed burst is for... What is this? Did I go through all of them? I did. Alright, whatever. Just... Alright, look at... This is what I was doing for sprays for a bit. You go speed burst, right? Jump in here. You set at whatever difficulty you want. The higher the difficulty, the bigger the square will be. And like I was saying, is that people will practice their sprays just looking at a wall. And then, like... They'll spray like that or whatever, right? They'll just stare at the wall. But, like, that's just not how targets work. Targets will pop up. So, like... You do it like this. You just practice, like, flicking to it. And then... Spraying like that. Hold on, let me... Bro, I swear there was one where it just spawned up and you could flick to it. Is it not line burst? The fuck is that shit? I guess you could do it here too. I think this might have been it. So yeah, this is what I was doing. So like, yeah, I think it's strafe burst. You go to strafe burst, right? Whatever difficulty you set it to, it'll make the target smaller and spawn like wider out. You just you flick to it. Whenever it pops up, just flick to it. So it's like, 'cause that's like something that people don't take into account when they're practicing their aim training. Also movements, because like when you hit this, it slows down to the speed of like a character would be if you're like spraying them in actual CSGO. So I practiced my bursting and shit for a bit on this. Also, I think the higher difficulty you go, the more bullets it takes to take out a target. So watch, I'm on insane now. Target's a lot smaller. It's a decent way to practice your spray. Damn, my sprays suck right now. You can do this for your sprays, and then do the speed burst for your spray transfers. So it'll be like, but this is like super easy. You want to upgrade like the level. But yeah, that's how you can train your sprays. Something I would do. Also, just doing it in DM as well with like actual targets. So just shooting at a wall like that, you know. That's what everyone does. That's not that effective. But yeah. Yeah, I like this. I only play this map with USP, but definitely try it out. Definitely try it out. The other map I've been using a lot though is their bot one. This one right here. Because I've been doing the Kovacs training a lot. And the thing about training on Kovacs is that like you have to kind of like integrate your aim. So you need to like recognize what a target is in Counter-Strike. Just something I was fucking up pretty bad with my aim. Is that like I got so used to just like flicking at targets that when I would see I'll do one. When I'd see like a person pop up in Counter-Strike, I would just assume their whole body's the target. And I saw this video by Wes Proder, and he was talking about how like you want to recognize in Counter-Strike at least that the body's not the target, the head's the target. And if you don't hit the head, you hit the body, that's a miss. That's not a hit. And that's what I was fucking up. It sounds so simple, but like that's how you should be viewing your aim training in Counter-Strike. And that's how you like integrate your aim. So like when you do Kovacs, you see all these circles, these white circles and stuff, and it's like you just get used to those as the targets, but when you get in Counter-Strike, you gotta recognize that this is the target. So then I would just come in here, do like one bot, and then flick to the head, and then just focus on like integrating my aim into Counter-Strike and recognizing that you want to hit the head of the bot and not just flick to it. Yo, thanks for the follow, Koosh. What's going on, man? Yeah, that's something I've been doing pretty recently because I just started getting on that Kovacs. Yeah, dude, it's literally been like 4 or 5 days since I started Kovacs. Yeah, the Voltaic benchmarks, and I've gone from like bronze on some shit and silver on some shit to gold everything, and then almost platinum everything. I got gold everything for sure, but I got a couple platinums. I'm trying to fill out the platinum chart. I think I got like half of them platinum, and the rest are like so close to getting plat. What's up, good content? Keep it up, bro. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you. Hey, you know, you ask a question right now, you might be in one of the videos. What's going on, Valify? That's what the stream's for. I'm literally just about to be answering questions. I could do demo notes. I could talk about the IGL shit. I got a script written out for it already. I can go through my notebook, just talk about all my notes. Like I said, demo notes. I could talk about the aim shit that I've been researching. Literally anything. I'm an open book, man. That's I'm trying to be I got this video I'm about to post called like the Kanye Counter-Strike. That's what I'm trying to do, bro. Because just like Kanye, I'm trying to be the best at everything. And just like Kanye, bro, I'm filming the whole way there. Y'all get to see behind the scenes. You like aim trainers? I never used them because I thought in-game aim train would be better. Yeah, I used to think the same thing. I've been doing a lot of research on aim training. Aim trainers are worth it. Aim trainers are definitely worth it. You just have to integrate your aim, like I was just saying. You gotta, all the benefits you get out of the aim trainers, you have to come back in the game and apply them within Counter-Strike. So like recognizing what a target is and, you know, getting used to the Counter-Strike movement and stuff. But aim trainers are 100% worth it. You should look up the Voltaic benchmarks, the Voltaic Discord. They can walk you through everything. You pro, I have like 300 hours, but still very new. No, I'm not pro. I plan on being though. I will be. That's actually, but yeah. Yeah, there's a lot you can, 300 hours, yeah. It's pretty new. Yeah, if you have any questions too, I could talk about the most basic shit. That's literally how you spell it, Voltaic, yeah. Voltaic, Voltaic. Look up Voltaic, just type in Google Voltaic Discord, and it'll take you straight to the Discord. Go to like their chats, like it'll say like resources or something like that, and just go through all the stuff you need to read. Like they have like a welcome like to new users type thing, and then like FAQ, and then all their resources they have. So like in all their documents for playlists, their benchmarks, the program, how to install the program to automatically update your benchmarks. Like definitely worth a check, dude. Bro, that's something honestly I don't think it harmed me at all, but my aim has always just been subpar, and this is generally what I believe. My aim has always been subpar to other players, and so because of that, I had to overcompensate by learning how to play smart and honestly like kind of leaning on my IGL role because it's like, shoot, if I can't get a kill, at least the strategy. If I can't get a kill to win the round, at least the strategy will win the round. You know what I'm saying? So because of my subpar aim, I've doubled, tripled, quadrupled down, and just watching demos and just trying to be the smartest player ever. Same with strats, trying to be the best IGL ever, positioning, all that good shit, util, right? And now it's like I've come to a point where I realize, like, dude, you can't keep on avoiding aiming and trying to get smarter because I've been making like the best plays, having the best positioning, getting like the easiest kills, and I just fucking whiff and get out aimed. And it's like I can't keep on neglecting that. It's something I got to work on now. But what I was trying to say though is that like I don't think that harmed me. Is because a lot of players they end up like I think I got it easy now at least because a lot of players they get easy aim, and then because of that they just rely on their aim and they find that it's really hard for them to actually sit down and study a demo and learn how to play smart. I'm just the exact opposite. My aim sucks, so then I had to sit down and study demos to get smart to like make my aim utilize better, more effective. And then now it's like all I gotta do is aim train. I'm about to like fucking pop off. Like literally, bro, I'm about to pop off. Like you guys are about to see it like the next month. I'm not even joking. Within the next month, dude, I'm about to be like top fragging. Like I'm about to be fragging the fuck out. I can already see a difference in 4 days of aim training. Like really high quality practice I've had in the last 4 days. Couple hours like every day, just straight focused on my aim training, bro. I'm about to pop the fuck off, man. Because of that lack of aim in the beginning, I had to like just go crazy on getting smart. Now I got the smart, I got the strats, I got the positioning, all that good shit. Now all I need is the aim, and I know the path on how to get the aim now because of Voltaic. So yeah, I'm about to pop the fuck off. True, sometimes that one kill is what's gonna win. Exactly. Yeah, and I just didn't want to accept that, dude. I was like fuck. Like I just thought someone was wrong with me because like my aim, I was like, I guess I'm just not smart enough. It can't be my aim. I just denied it. And that's like, dude, at one point I was like, all right, you kind of just have to accept that you have bad aim, but that's not bad though. Oh my God. But that's not bad though, because like the fact that I can accept that I have subpar aim and I acknowledge that means that I can now work on that because that is also a malleable thing too. Don't let anyone ever tell you that aim or anything in life is genetic. I mean, obviously there are some things like, you can't be a bodybuilder if you just have terrible insertions and, you can't grow any muscle. But something like aiming, a motor skill like that, it's not genetic, bro. Everything in life, not everything, like I just said, most things in life, skills at least, most skills, almost all skills are skills because you can work on them. So like, if you have bad aim right now, don't let that stop you from trying to achieve your dreams of going pro. Just work on it. Everything that you think will stop you, just work on it. The fact that you think it can stop you just tells you that you should work on it. So like, just because I thought I had bad aim, I would avoid this and just not accept it and acknowledge it. It didn't harm me in the long run. It harmed me at the time though, because I just wouldn't practice my aim. But now that I actually can, I accepted it. I'm like, all right, now I need to work on this. So I can work on it now, and you're gonna see. I'm not joking, bro. You will see within the next month. I'm about to be popping off because I am a grinder, and I will grind the aim train, bro. Can you tell me how to default on low 5 or 6 tiers on Mirage or Inferno? What does that mean? 5 or 6 tiers? What do you mean? Or how hard to practice? I can never cross silver. My aim and spray sucks even after 2.2k hours. What does cross silver mean? Crossover? To add your combo, what's your reaction time? And do you factor that in when you hold angles and shit? Okay. I don't know my reaction time, but here, let me hop on the server. If your aim's bad. You just gotta practice. Aim bots 30 minutes, DM 30 minutes every day at least. I agree with you on practicing it. I don't agree with how you should practice it because aimbots and DM are pretty ineffective ways to actually improve your aim unless you do them right. I'm like, bro, I'm on the aim trainer train so hard right now because I see the benefits firsthand of how effective they are. They're so effective if you do it right. But yeah, I agree with you. If your aim's bad, you should definitely practice it. And when you're talking about holding angles, about my reaction time, holding angles, it has to do with your action time, also has to do with peeker's advantage. Let me open this window. So, yeah, holding angles. Yeah, no one's ever gonna have perfect reaction time. So whenever you're holding an angle, this is the thing that you should ask yourself before you hold an angle. Is someone gonna run around this corner or is someone gonna walk around this corner? Just based off of game sense. So let's say you are, let's say you're jungle, right? And this your CT side, the T's are running out A main. What is the T gonna do in this position? Are they gonna walk around? Yeah, thanks for the follow. M6, what's going on, man? What is the T gonna do in this situation? Are they gonna walk around this corner or are they gonna run around it? Chances are they're probably gonna run around this corner. So you wanna hold your crosshair a little bit further out so they run into your crosshair. If you're a CT, let's say you pushed into apps, you walked in here, and you're like, you're sitting, let's say you get like, let's say you're right here, just for like, to simplify this example, let's say you're right here, and you're holding this angle, and you want to hold, and yeah, you want to hold this angle, whatever, I'm stuttering so bad right now. Is a T gonna walk around this angle, or are they gonna run around it? They're gonna walk because they don't want to make noise. It's just game sense wise. You should just know that no one's gonna run around this angle. So you shouldn't be holding your crosshair way out like this because they're gonna walk around it so slow and you have to flick to them. So if they're gonna walk around the corner, then hold it as tight as possible because you will have enough reaction time to get. You don't have to hold it like this, but you can sit like right around here, and that's how you should place your crosshair. That's how crosshair placement works when it comes to holding angles. Are they gonna walk around the corner? Or are they gonna run around the corner? That's what you should ask yourself based on the position and like where you're at in the game. And it could change, like, you know, this can change if it's like 15 seconds left in the round and the T is right here. He's probably gonna run around the corner because he doesn't have time to walk. So this same position can also change just based on how the game's playing out. That's why I'm saying it's like based off of game sense. But yeah, that's how you hold angles. And your reaction time, if you know the specific number, that shouldn't influence how you hold angles. You should just still do the same. The same rules apply. If someone has like, because reaction times between humans it's really not that different unless you're like a 6-year-old versus a 20-year-old. If someone has like a 20-second faster reaction time, they're not gonna be like, oh, you know, I'm 20 seconds, or not 20 seconds, 20 milliseconds. They're like 20 milliseconds faster. They're not gonna be like, oh, I'm 20 milliseconds faster than the average human. I'm gonna go 2 pixels closer. Like, it's not gonna make a difference, dude. It's not gonna make a difference. So knowing your reaction time, unless you got like Alzheimer's or something, no, you get like horrible reaction time, then hold your crosshair out like this or something. I don't know, but it's not. Yeah, you don't have to look into details that much. But yeah, that's holding angles simplified. Any other questions, or I could just start going through these notes here. And yeah, just so you know, there's not gonna be any Mirage notes because fuck this map, brother. Fuck this map, boy. I do not like Mirage. Do not like it. It's the one map that we don't play on our team. We play every other map. Any questions? Questions? All right. I'm just gonna assume no. If you have a question, just pop it out, and I'm gonna go through these notes here. Where did I leave off at? I think I let him mark it. Where's this marker at? And when I start these notes too, don't be afraid to interrupt if you do have a question, because that's what I'm here for. So, left off 27. That's what it says right here. I don't think that's right though. Almost positive I left a sticky note in here. Give me a second. I gotta see where I left off so I don't fucking talk about the same thing like 3 times. Yeah, but talking about Kanye though, you know how like he made that documentary about himself on his way up? Bro, when you guys watch these streams and you watch those the shorts that I make on YouTube, those notes, you're literally going step by step on what I've learned. I literally talk about everything I learned. So like, not everything, because I don't have time to edit everything, and also everything doesn't make a good video. But you literally see how my brain progresses real time on those videos. I mean, you guys are like 2 months behind though, based on where like current knowledge is at. All right, we got Astralis versus Big on Ancient. Let me go to the map of Ancient. Let me also turn on this dual monitors tool. Oh, fuck. Yo. Dude, I felt so, oh my god, I feel so bad, dude. I was talking about chat. I'm like, yo, if you guys have any questions, it just never scrolled down. It never scrolled down in the chat. So like I never got to see all those new chats. Let me read through the chat first. I was like, man, no one's talking anymore. Why'd it get so quiet? My fault, bro. Let me read through the chat. Face it level 5 through 6, how to default on those maps. If you're in a pug, just you gotta play solo, man. Don't worry about team shit. Like you really can't worry about team shit. You should worry about individuals plays. Damn, I had no idea you can have one chat for a multi-stream. Yeah, you can. Or can you tell me how to default on low? Yeah, that's dude. Holy shit! You started saying like 3 or 4 times, bro. My fault, man. My chat just never. The chat just never scrolled down for whatever reason. After watching that old vid about how swag holding angles, I always thought about holding angles like wide based on like. Yeah, exactly. Are you on 240 hertz? No, I'm on 144. I did aim trainers for like a month, saw no improvement. It's whatever works for you. You gotta make sure you're doing them right. If you're not doing aim trainers right, or not having the right mentality when you're doing it, or approaching the scenario correctly, you're not gonna get any benefit out of it. How do you spray? Like, do you crouch? Not all the time. That's circumstantial. If you're gonna crouch when you peek, the mentality you should have when you're going for a crouch peek is that you're committing full on to that angle. Like because you can't leave once you crouch. You're committing so hard. That's kind of how I see crouch peeking. Also, I never really crouch peek because on my team, I'm never really the one that I'm not really a playmaker, so you won't see me like going for like these picks and stuff. I'm always with the pack doing like map control plays and stuff. I can lie, Professor Sammy's lessons are the best. Hey, thanks, man. Do some vertigo. Show what like to do based on certain spawns on CT side for what map? Oh, Professor. What do you want me to do on vertigo? If I will say this: when it comes to demo notes, I'm not gonna go based on maps. I'm gonna go based on how I wrote out these notes because I don't want to miss anything. So it might be ancient, 4 demos in a row that I'm talking about notes from those 4 demos, and then it just goes to Mirage and then Inferno or something like. I just take notes on what I want to at the time, so I'm gonna go in that order when it comes to talking about the demo notes. On CT side, do you think when you get into maps for your IGL series, could you start with Overpass? It's the map I struggle with. I'm honestly probably gonna start with Inferno because I think it's the one I understand the best, and if I can explain everything on Inferno, at least like show examples for everything, then I can transfer that knowledge over to other maps and be like, okay, you should approach Ancient Ramp as you would Car on Inferno B site. And then you should approach Ancient Ivy as you would Banana on Inferno. Like, I'll make comparisons back to Inferno because I think Inferno is probably just the best map when it comes to, like, just playing, like, properly, I guess you could say. I just prefer training an engine. I like how I play Valorant. I most likely suck as most of my crosshair placement on T side. Yeah, crosshair placements has a lot to do with how good your aim is. And that's why those aim trainers, it's what they don't take into account, but that's something you should just be getting from playing anyways. Those aim trainers are meant for like just the raw aim itself when it comes to like micro adjusting, mini flicks, and large flicks. What was that guy asking about? Fucking do based on spawns for CT side and Mirage. I mean, if you have a good A spawn and you're opping, you go for Palace pick, A ramp pick. You can also just push it. I don't like Mirage at all. I'm not gonna lie. If you have a good B spawn, you could like Zywu boost. Have someone boost right here, jump into apps, and you can also like jump underpass or something. Or you could fast slider. You can make the jump if you're KZ God, or you can have someone boost you. Hi, sorry if you've already done this, but I've just arrived. But can you show some supportive flashes for peeking out from ticket as a CT to support this guy? I mean, if you're rotating off a B side, I usually just flash above here. Get some flashes out. On any T's running out. If you're jungle, I mean, you could do the same thing. Just throw flashes up like that. The blind AT's coming out just for your teammate to peek. Yeah, although I thought you hated Mirage. I do, but, whenever I queue with friends, sometimes we get queued in Mirage. I gotta play it, so. And also, when I was watching a lot of demos, I did watch a couple Mirage demos for a bit, but then I stopped because fuck this map. That's why I'm trying to like answer these questions on this map so I can just get off of it and just stop talking about it. I just do not like this map at all. It is so stale, bro. Literally the whole T side. All right, take mid control. All right, let's do our top mid smoke. Let's take mid control that way. All right, fake top mid. Let's go A. All right, fake top mid. Let's go B. All right, let's do our late take mid. All right, now let's fake late take mid and pop A. All right, now let's do our fast cat. You know, fast cat default. Smoke this. Take cat control off spawn. All right, let's do it again. All right, now let's fake fast cat and hit B. All right, let's do our fast con. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it again. All right, now let's fake fast con and hit A. Like, literally the whole fucking map, dude. That's what calling on is like. Fair enough. Did you see Astralis stomping NIP? No, I didn't. When was that? You doing pro demo reviews? I could show you guys how I watch demos. I could do something like that. Your 1v2 top mid with 38.5 seconds loaded. One CT was in Palace. I'm gonna rush B at that point, probably. Low Hampus jinxed them. He said they win 2-0. Did they? Oh, you said Strauss stomped him, right? Damn, rest in peace, NIP. You would do the same? Yeah, I know you would. With a sawed off, right? What's your favorite smoke on Mirage? I don't know. Fucking Fast Cat. I read my... Yeah, dude, because that's... I know you, man. That's your gun. That's your favorite gun. All right, I'm getting off this fucking map, dude. No more Mirage questions. If you're typing one out right now, delete it. No more Mirage questions. Why is it so hot in this room? Why is this pillow hot? What the fuck? Alright. I'll go through these demo notes. I could talk about the IGL script I wrote out too. And then also answer questions like I just said. It's so fucking hot in here. I'm about to go put a fan in here. Alright, let's see where we're at. This was... Alright, just so you're aware, okay? The notes I'm about to talk about are from February, and I learned a lot since then. So, like, I might say something, but I'm gonna add on to it from what's just in the notes. I'm gonna talk about what I know now, you know, based off this knowledge. And I'm probably gonna skip a lot of it too because, you know, I was trying to figure out Ancient, and I probably wrote down a lot of bullshit that didn't make no sense. So, yeah, this was Astralis versus Big, starting with their T side. Yo, what do you think about beatboxing? It's pretty sick if you can beatbox. Yo, why is Mirage so green? Oh, yeah, bro. Something happened with the colors. I think they updated it. 2-month-old notes. That's what your chat's worth. Because I'm trying to like catch them up to where I'm at. I'm not trying to miss anything. Everything I learned, I'm trying to show. Can you talk about how to counter cat pushes from both mid and highway on Ancient? The fuck's highway? Kasanas behind you? What? Kasanas behind you. I don't know what the fuck that means, dude. Alright. This is what I have written down, okay? A lot of these I'm going to talk about are not going to be videos because it's just so short and just little things I notice. Alright? If you have Cheetah and Cave Control on B, you just need a left side smoke and a Cubby Mine. That's all. That's literally what my note says. He doesn't know. Cause what are you talking about, Sunus? The fuck is a Sunus? Alright, I'm gonna continue. Oh, because the AK is bright? You trying to say it's a sun? The fuck you said Sunus though? The fuck? Alright, look at this. Alright, you wanna see how far behind I was on these notes? I say you can go through donut to A as long as you have a temple smoke. Like, obviously, bro. What the fuck you talking about? I'll explain this in better detail, okay? If you have mid control, right? And you want to take A, you want to split A site, just make sure temple is smoked. This is the most important smoke when it comes to splitting between A main and donut. I think I made a whole video about A site explained. But yeah, just know that. Hold on, shit. I got a question. I think you call it Ivy. Oh, this? Yeah, this is Ivy. If you're talking about cat pushes, you can throw this molly. It's like if you guys are, this is what we do on RIV defaults. Don't anti-strat us mass ups. If you are if you're defaulting towards Ivy and you don't want and you're like giving up mid early, you can just come right here, line up at the arrow, find that yellow leaf, go to the right of it, and then run jump throw. When you get to like those bushes. That'll molly out cat. So if you know the CTs take mid on you, they do the smoke, whatever the fuck, nade it. They can't jump up cat on you. It buys you time to like get up close and stop that cat push. That's what you can molly. Can I ask what notes should you take during scrims and what notes do you take into a game? Like, is it just a list of ideas or strat setups? And when it comes to into a game, I mean, ideally you'd want to anti-strat the team and just kind of play off like against them and just take notes on how they CT side. Do they rotate? Do they not rotate? Are they aggressive? Do they fight for map control? Are they like a passive team? Take that into consideration. Then like play accordingly T side, and then T side like what kind of defaults they run. See if you can find any like specific anti-strat type stuff. Like whenever they throw the smoke, they commit to an A exec, like stuff like that. Huh? I mean, what do you 3H's? What the fuck is that? Huh? I mean, is behind you? Yeah, Mass says, dude. That dude totally anti-stratted us. Can you go over timings? Like who reaches where first? I'm not gonna lie, dude. I don't fucking know that shit. I know Eli was asking Rob to do timings for A main. I don't know anything about timings. Oh, that's a laugh. 3H's is a laugh. I know. Those Mexican motherfuckers be putting JA for ha ha ha. It's probably Morican. Oh, my fault, bro. I didn't mean to. Yo, we're in an English chat, man. Say ha ha. I don't know what H's mean. This is America, bro. Put LOL or something. LMAO. All right. Was I talking about something? Oh, I lost where I'm at. Bah. H. I don't know how to read that. Is that ha ha? I guess that's ha ha. Probably just stupid. All right, look at this. Yeah, temple smoke. I showed this in the video. So yeah, if you're splitting A through mid, right? This is the most important smoke. So that's why you'll see a lot of teams with lineups to throw temple smoke. You have that one from bottom mid right here. You go behind the box, crouch, find the dot, go to the line, stay crouch and jump throw. That's temple. You can also go right here, I believe. Something like this. I don't fucking know. It's in the info server. I'm gonna join your server info. Give me a second. Oh, I'm about to hide the stream too because they're gonna see the. Also, you guys can't see when I join the server. Give me a second. I got all my nades saved on info server. Fuck, going on my own. Wait, did you see me to put that in? Hopefully not. Yeah, as long as you get some revenue. Dude, I offered you $1. The guy donated $5. He said one for every teammate. I gotta change the map. I'll still give you that $1 if you want it. I think it's just sitting in my PayPal right now. You know what this is? It's a celebration, bitches. Grab a drink, grab a glass. Afterwards, I grab your ass. Yeah, that's too much. I can't accept that. $1 is too much. I could give you a different form of payment when you come here for the LAN. Yo, how do I get this? All right, practice mode. Here we go. All right, look at this. Look at this. What was I talking about? Temple smoke? Free labor? Nah, bro. I'm talking about head. All right, look at this. Look at this. This is not it. Hold on a second. Fucking temple smoke from bottom mid. Temple smoke. Outside donut. Here we go. Boom. How the fuck do you line this up? How did I get this? Let's go down from the leaf. Oh, so I was right. The fuck is that emo, man? Shaking ass. How much you bench, big man? I haven't barbell benched in a couple months. I stopped barbell benching. I stopped squatting and benching and deadlifting. I do all dumbbells or machines. I'm doing dumbbells right now. Okay, so last time I maxed out on bench was like I think Christmas. I had 265 for one, but I definitely can bench way more now. Right now I'm incline dumbbell pressing 95s for 5. I hit 90s for 8 before. Right now I'm on 95s though. And they're like actually like controlled reps. I'm like 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2. It's not like repping that shit out. Like, bro, benching is low key like my strong point. But yeah, that was my last time I bench was 265. I'm probably at like 285. Shit, hopefully 300 or something. Fuck squatting heavy. That shit fucks your back. I don't think it fucks everyone's back as long as you have good form. It definitely was fucking with mine because, bro, something's just wrong with me, man. I don't know what it is when I squat. Something fucks up my lower back. I think it was my upper back rounding threw off my center of balance that I leaned forward a bit more. In order to stabilize that, my lower back would have to engage a lot more. That's what I think was happening. So I just hack squat now or leg press. Hide your women, bro. Girls do not care about how much you bench. I wish they did, man. I wish they did. All right, what am I talking about? Look at this. Temple smoke. All right, you're splitting A. You come here, find this corner, find this leaf, and then go down a bit to like right here. Left click throw. This will smoke off temple from close donut. Bada boom. Look at that. So now you can come out through right here. I also saw, I think I saw Nitro throw a CT smoke like this. Come out through donut. It was something like this. I'm throwing it wrong though. Get a certain lineup for it. It's like right here. I don't know. I'll show you the lineup. I'll only look up the lineup. Girls only care about how many temple. Yeah, that's true, man. That's all they care about. Tough load management and form. Yeah, it's definitely about form and also I think another reason I had a lot of back problems is because I worked out at home for years and years. And so all I could do was compound movements with a barbell. I didn't have any machines. So I didn't have that much variety. And I also didn't have a lot of dumbbells that went up to heavyweight. So everything was just barbell. So like I was always squatting, RDLs, fucking deadlifts, just a lot of barbell shit. Fucking overhead pressing with a barbell. And that's a lot of axial loading where I load my spine up. And it's not a lot of, because a lot of machines you can isolate the movement without having to load your spine a lot. And I think that's what caused a lot of the pain too, as well, is that everything I did involved the barbell. And that's a lot of axial loading on my spine. But here, let me look at this fucking line. What am I talking about working out for? It's a CS stream, man. Where's this? Here, look at this. So I was right. Come like right here, left click throw like that. That's not it. The fuck, Nitro? Yo, thanks for the follow, Nave CS. What's going on, man? All right, look at it. You want to smoke a CT from outside donut? You come to this corner, aim above this brick right here, left click throw. It'll bounce off the roof, land CT right here. Boom, smokes off CT. And also, if you want to smoke off temple from the same spot, it's going in the TikTok. If you want to smoke off temple from the same spot, come here, line up at this corner, find the leaf, and then go down a little bit to like right around here and left click throw. You can do some shit where you find your way to line up your fingers. I'm going to have a different view model than you, so, you know, find that on your own. But that's how you smoke off temple as well. Good for splitting A. Smoke off temple, smoke off CT. Boom, bada boom, bada boom. How many hours in CS? What do I have on this man? I have like 3 different accounts. I got 5,100 on this one. I have one that I watch demos on that's almost at 1,000 hours. And then, yeah, I also had a Smurf account for a bit that had a couple hundred hours. So like 6,500 around there. Hi, Mom. Your mom watches my CS videos? Yo, am I in? All right, that's a TikTok right there though, with the fucking temple smoking shit. Split. All right, let me go through this real quick. Make sure some of the stuff's just. I think a lot of this is just not even worth talking about. Like, what am I writing notes for? Can split A from mid? Of course you can. Like what? Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm about to be going on a date with Mrs. Hip. Mrs. Hip, man. Molly Cat buys. So yeah, I already talked about this Molly, but yeah, you can Molly off Cat to buy you time when you're defaulting towards Ivy, just to stop any CTs from jumping up if you're not going from mid control. So if you're just totally, I say the protocol to use this Cat Molly is if you're going for mid control don't throw. There's no point because you're going for mid control. If you're faking mid control, there's probably also not a point as well because that might be a tell for the T's to anti-strat you. It's like, oh, they threw a house smoke and they molly this. Like, the point of that molly is to stop us from pushing cat. Why are they fake like that? They must mean they're faking mid control. Don't do this if you're faking mid. If you're faking mid, let the mid fake be the deterrent from the CTs pushing up cat, not the molly itself, because that can be a giveaway. You should only molly cat if you're just completely giving up mid and you're defaulting towards Ivy and you just don't want the CTs jumping up on you. That's the only time you should really molly this if you're stacked up towards Ivy. If you're faking mid, that should be the deterrent, not the molly. Flash behind single box on A. Yeah. So for A, coming out A main, we do this all the time in pugs. But self flashes you can throw, so you know how like in Dust 2 when you run out tunnels, you like flash left side of tunnels or left side of site to support you. You can throw flashes here to land behind you as you swing, so anyone fighting you will see that flash. You can also throw them up here. But the lesser known spot a lot of people don't throw is right here behind the single box. That should not be blinding. I threw that too hard. Hold on. You throw it like off this wall right here, and you just swing with it. That flash will land behind the box, and it won't blind you at all, but anyone temple trying to peek you, it lands right here. And then also anyone triple, they're fighting like this as you come out, they land right here as well. It's a really good self-supported flash. Just throw them right behind here. And yeah, cool shit, right? With that in mind too, if you're a donut and you want to fight anyone coming out A, you could throw a flash behind here and then swing with this. And that won't blind you, but anyone trying to fight you right here, it'll blind them. And donut 5 head. What does that mean? And donut. Oh, this. Oh yeah, also gets donut too. Holy shit. You're right. That's what you meant. Yeah, and then also this flash. For the TikTok, you know what I'm saying? I gotta say this stuff. Also, this flash, if you land it right here behind single, it'll blind anyone trying to fight you from donut. It's just like the perfect flash, dude. Temple, triple, donut. Gets everyone but you. Sick shit. Yeah, thank you. Info came in clutch right there, man. How could I forget about donut? I honestly didn't even know it blinded donut. I thought it just blind these two. I don't know why. I didn't even think about that. Show some type of present B if you're. Oh, so this is another thing I had written down when I was figuring out this map. You got to show some type of presence B to stop like CTs from pushing it, because CTs honestly kind of treat this like banana. So they'll throw like their bottom molly, their top Ivy molly, they'll smoke door, and if you don't do anything, they're just gonna take it from you because they'll throw a top Ivy molly right here. I'll show you the molly real quick. They'll throw that molly, come right here, run, jump throw, aim at the blue. They'll throw this molly, and it covers your path to get to cheetah. So if you don't smoke this molly, the CTs just know like, oh, I can peek out cheetah because they're not gonna be close on me. Max, they're gonna be like, it also covers the cubby too. They're gonna be right here or bottom. So like if you don't smoke any of these mollies, the CTs just know that they have Ivy control. So as a T, if you plan on hitting A early or anything, you need to throw a smoke here to extinguish any of their mollies. Just to show some type of presence. Which I wonder if there's a lineup you could do from like right here to extinguish mollies. So you could just fake presence. Oh, it's probably gotta land like. I don't know if that's possible. Unless you throw it from like over here. Dang, you have to throw it from like right here. And then I think the timings won't even line up. What the fuck is that? It's a skybox? Yeah, you always be coming in clutch, man. You be bringing up small tips. Which, motherfucker, you need to make that video. Bro, I'm telling you, man, someone's gonna make a video about the shit we found. We gotta be the first to post it, man. Fucking write out that script, dude. I'll help you edit whatever you need. We need to get that video out there, though. Now that Copenhagen Flames threw that molly in the overpass, that shit blew up on Twitter, and then Nart started talking about it. And I just see it everywhere now. All those fucking like bot Fred channels or whatever on YouTube that like take like 30-second short CS clips. They just started posting that like crazy. Like people are gonna start experimenting with this shit. Maybe after tomorrow, I've been putting in work with the box. Oh, that's true. Yeah, you'll be watching so many demos. So really, appreciate your content. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you. But yeah, you gotta show some type of presence B if you're gonna hit A early or anything, because if not, the CTs are just gonna take it. With that in mind, also though, you can just not go out B. You can do this on like so like you gotta think about conditioning, right? So if you've been coming out B and smoking their shit when you default, so that when you end up deciding to hit A early, you gotta put up that same front so they don't know something's up. With that in mind, too, if you just don't want to smoke this off, you can just condition the CTs to you late taking Ivy control. So you can just sit out here, let them throw their mollies, let them smoke door, HE, whatever, and then right after the smoke fades, you flash and you just late take it. And then the rounds that you don't want to hit B early, you can just go for an eggs like without having to smoke anything because they're used to you not throwing anything. They're used to you late taking it. So that now, because you've been late taking B and not showing any presence early, first 20 seconds, if you decide to group A early round, you don't have to show any type of presence Ivy because you weren't doing that before. So they're not going to know anything's up. So that's how conditioning works. Like you just got to keep it similar and then just play within those boundaries. And they also can just use this as a pace change as well. It's like, okay, we've been smoking their Ivy shit. We've been showing presence here. We've been defaulting here a lot. Let's switch up the pace. Let's let them dump their shit and we'll late take it. So then they throw all their stuff. They molly smoke and they're like, oh, no one's here. They're probably grouping B. They're grouping A, I mean. And then you late take it. And then you start conditioning late takes. And then the round you want to go A, 3 rounds after conditioning late takes, they come here, they throw all their shit, they're like, oh, there's no one here, but they're probably going to late take it. Let's just stay B. But that round, you're actually hitting A. You see how conditioning works? It's like you got to fake something. You got to do something, get them used to it, and then fake it. Do something, get used to it, and then fake it. That's how conditioning works. So the doing something can be a lack of doing something, like not fighting for Ivy and late taking it. That's also a doing something and like something you can condition. So, yeah. Pretty sure glitch molly. Yeah, I had that written down that the glitch molly is allowed because there was a period where I wasn't sure if it was allowed or not. Glazed temple smoke from outside A. All the A. I'll show all the A like util, dude. All right, so here's temple. You come to these leaves. Find the corner of the brick and then go up to that circle in the middle of the tree. Jump throw. Then I'll smoke off temple. Easy shit. If you want to smoke off donut, come to this. What is this called? A handrail? This fucking 3,000-year-old handrail. Come in the middle of it. And then find that diamond. Aim to the left of that diamond and jump throw. That'll smoke off donut. Boom. And then if you want to smoke off CT, you come in this corner. Crouch. Find this right here. See how the brick is like a brick. Go in the middle of that brick. You know what I'm saying? Come here, go in the middle of this brick, above that line, and then stay crouched and then jump through. What the fuck? Come here, find this line, aim at the top of this brick up here, and then jump through. Stay crouched when you jump through. Land right here, smoke CT, boom, easy shit. That's all the AU till you need. And then flashes like I showed. And you just molly out triple. Boom. Will that be on the test? Oh, wait, what will be on the test? What did I just show? Eggs like util? What did I show before that? I don't even fucking remember. I'm not gonna lie. Whatever I show, it will be on the test, yes. If you get below an F, or if you get below 60%, you fail the class, you fail the course. Always throw an exec. Oh, I saw, bro. This is gonna be like later on in my notes, but I'm just talking about it now. I forgot what team it was. I think it was like Entropic or something. They were smoking. So all right, so like watch. You know when you take mid control on ancient, you smoke house. You smoke off donut or whatever, you throw the legal molly, all that good shit, and you fight for it, right? That's what you do to like take mid control. I think it was Entropic. I could be wrong. They were smoking donut here to take mid, and it makes sense, dude. It makes so much sense. They would have the A guy come here. He would come here, throw the donut smoke, and then they'd have like the house smoke already down or something, and then after that smoke lands, then they flash and they just late take mid like this. And I think the idea is that when any CTs see this donut smoke land, the donut player is gonna be like, oh fuck, he's gonna come out here to like help with his anchor to fight for A. But the other thing too is that like at like in league and stuff, there's probably not an anchor and a donut player. The donut player is probably the anchor. So if you smoke off donut on site, you pull the donut player back to site, which is pretty much the A anchor. And then now donut's open. And then on top of it too, if you smoke this and the team rotates really fast, you're probably also going to pull the house player to come rotate to A because they're worried about an A hit. And now you got mid for free. Like, it's so weird to smoke. Like you're trying to get map control here, and you're gonna throw a smoke all the way over here to do that. It's weird as fuck, but it makes sense with how Ancient works because yeah, a lot of the times the A anchor is the donut player and there's just no one on site. Teams will take risks like that. So that's kind of how you like can combat that is by pulling the donut player out from holding mid to worry about site. But yeah. Damn, only 60? Easy as shit. You think you remember 60% of what I say? You probably could, honestly. It's fucking Rain Man over here. Yeah. I didn't even have that written down right now, but something I saw. I'm a phase versus big on overpass. Let me change the map. You already know half of it? You probably do, man. You watch so many fucking demos. I don't think there's a... Dude, I used to think I watched a lot of demos until I heard about you coaching that team. You watch so many more demos than me. But then again, though, those demos you're probably not learning that much from because you're like watching the little box versus like watching tier 1 or something. But then again, you could learn a lot from them too, just from what they know, sharing knowledge. Why am I not practice mode? Wait, what is it? Start? Setup? There we go. It's probably like half and half. If you're learning from them, that's actually pretty sick too. What no, you definitely are. Past week is like 90% anti-striding though. That's okay, yeah. That's what I was that's what I was thinking of. When you watch like the teams they're playing just to anti-stride, like you're probably not learning that much for your own self. But then again, you're learning the skill of anti-striding, so I mean it's still beneficial. Because then when, you know, we end up getting to like higher levels, you'll know how to anti-stride like really well. Show new content. If it's coming up. I don't think I was watching any nuke demos till like this month, so you probably won't see new content for a minute. Is that Rolla? I think we're playing you tomorrow, right? Is that the same Rolla? Oh, you messaged me on Discord earlier. Phase versus big on overpass. I just had this written down. Starting with CT side, I was watching big because favorite team. Just this playground HE. I just had a note to remember this. If you want an HE playground, you come to this corner, aim at like the second step, run, jump, throw. And you get any T's running out here. Do big damage. You don't have a match tomorrow. What are you talking about? Monday, I think. I think it's Monday. Whatever day our match is. Our next match is we're playing Rolla. I don't know if it's the same Rolla or not. At Rolla Jimmy. Yeah, I don't know if it's the same Rolla. Nuke bad. What's the second Molly for playground? Right here. Oh shit. Yeah, Monday it's Nuke. We're playing Nuke? Wait, is it... We got the match assigned Sunday. Oh yeah. Yo! Bro, I can't be showing you Nuke shit for playing you? What do you think this is, man? You think I'm gonna show you my fucking strats we're about to run against you? Bro, you're like Maceps right now, bro. He totally anti-strided us when we played him. I'm not gonna be talking about any nuke stuff. Now I know it's you and you. Maybe after the game I'll talk about nuke stuff. I'll show you stuff after. But second player on Molly, you just run along here, aim like vertically with this, horizontally with this line, go to like the bottom of it, and then you jump throw when you pass like the midline of the divider. So it's like, the fuck is that? Can aim lower. Alright. Aim at the bottom of it. Boom. Molly playground. Just good luck. Are ready for it? Bet, dude. That's gonna be a good match. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I remember when you tried out, you were like towards the top of the list of who you wanted to pick up. Definitely interested in you. Really good character. But yeah, that's the Molly. Aim towards the bottom of it instead. Jump throw. The fuck is that, dude? I think I threw it too early. Right here. There we go. Oh, that's the playground molly. Jiggle smoke monster. Put there and drop it. Oh, that's when I had like the Jiggle Boys set up. I think bro, this is old as fuck. These notes are old as fuck. What am I doing? Talked about this. Think so. No, I think I talked about it ahead of time. Yeah, I saw Big. They had this setup where if they took water control and they had a smoke. I've already made a video about this. You just have one guy jiggle water, and then you have one guy jiggle monster. And if T's come out, you just drop a smoke like this, and then you both double up and pick something to fight. So you both did double up to fight water, or you both fall off and then fight monster. That guy can fall and fight. Kind of like how on Dust 2B site, you guys have like two people on B. If the T's are splitting tunnels in mid, you smoke off one and then fight the other together. So if they're splitting, you smoke off tunnels and then fight mid together, or you smoke off door and fight tunnels together. Like Jiggle Boys, yeah, it is an old one. I think I talked about it ahead of time. What do you think about an HE man setup? A He-Man setup? What's your view model on CL Bob? I have no idea. How do I check that? Show me how to check it and I'll show you. What's good spots to plan B if you're afraid of them boosting? I know teams will play like this, I think, and then hold for a boost. People sit down here. I'm pretty sure people sit like... I don't play B, but I think people will sit down here and just hold for the boost. So then you pop up. You peek like this, and that guy can see your head from down here. I'm almost positive. Just yeah, what info was that? Just fucking kill him, dude. Just gotta flick the fuck out of him. HE man said, what are you talking about, He-Man? Yo, did you see Nart talk about this? You can... What just happened to my mouse? The fuck? This is old news. I never knew this, dude. And you come up here. Those X2, Y 1.7, Z -2. That's not showing up for whatever reason. Whatever these are, AMT 21, lower AMT. Score ratio. I don't know where that's at. It's not showing up. Whatever you see there. Can you show us a few tips on good use of decoys? Bro, Enfo is gonna love me here talk about this. Bro, perfect pop flash, man. Buy these on pistol rounds. Just fucking, if they're coming up A on you, and your CT, oh shit. It's like, just launch the shit in the air, throw it over, and then swing with it. Like, it's such a good pop flash, man. I mean, what else can you do with decoys? Pop flash? There is something on Nuke you can do with them, but I can't talk about that until Info makes this video. Also, I mean, I've seen, talking about decoys, on Vertigo, I'll show you a cool trick you can do with decoys. I'll get back to these notes. Hero sensor, decoy. None of that matters because you probably have viewmodel underscore preset. I don't know what that means. Got it wrong, I think. Yeah, I got it. Thanks, Omeo. Best decoy strategy to make the enemy team think you're saving by throwing decoys with Glocks and picking up your glow. I mean, you could do something like that. This is something I thought was pretty genius. I think it was Big. I watched so many Big demos, dude. What the fuck am I doing? There we go. Fuck out of here. For sandbags, they like bounce the decoy off the wall to see if it would hit anyone crouched back here. And if it hits someone, then you know someone's sandbags. Just fucking whip it right here. If it hits someone, then someone's there. That's something I've seen Big do with the decoy. I thought it was pretty ingenious. And they're saying, but bought decoys. Yeah, why would you before clearing sandbags with yeah, you knew that. You model preset Zero. What's the best banger for A that won't blind my teammates? For CT side, you throw this defensive flash, aim at the up there. It goes through right there, lands right there, and then any one on site. Except if they're headshot. Actually, I don't think it blinds the headshot guy. No, it doesn't. This guy can still fight too, and it won't blind him unless he's like right here probably. Anyone backside though, it won't blind them because it lands above right there. Another flash too you can throw. You come right here for T side. You aim right here and jump throw. These land behind that pillar, so your teammates swinging up like this, it won't blind them. Those are good like layered flashes you could throw for A site. How do you know if it hits someone? Yeah, with your ears, bro. You just listen if it hits them. Oh, okay, he's gonna know it too. Yeah. If you hear someone just like a doof or whatever the sound is, I don't know fucking sound. Then you know it hits someone. Alright, let me go back to overpass. I think I'm gonna finish this demo note. And then holy fuck, my back's sweaty. I'll finish this demo note and then I'll talk about the IGO script. SEM. Yeah, I think I'm like silver too. I was about to reconnect to this fucking server. Why am I showing that stream, bro? Tweaking. Yo, could you set up like a whitelist or something? I'd be tweaking with it. I don't think anyone's gonna join though. Dude, yo, sorry, dude. I'm so just used to just fucking joining. Are you able to set up like a whitelist? Or no? If not, I'll have to find a way to not do this. I'll have to like get an auto exec or something. No one could see that. That's too annoying. Okay, I'll get like an auto exec or something. I'll find some way to do it. Another interdasting decoy play. Oh, interesting. Is to throw at suicide to bait out C. Oh yeah, you could do that. Dust 2. I already told you how to do it. Honestly, I still don't know how to do it, bro. I don't know anything about auto execs. Every time I launch my own practice server, I copy and paste all the commands. What's the highest league I've played? Main. And D2, yeah. I think I've talked about that in a video too, with the throwing it to fake. How to push Inferno long without getting amped. Yeah, what is with everyone misspelling shit, man? You mean opt? How the fuck you confuse a W for an M? They're across the keyboard. The W's up here, the M's down here. Opt from pit or under balcony. Oh, you're talking about oh, long. Fuck, I'll show you the smoke. Alright. I'll go back. Is it a good idea to force amp on T side Inferno? Dude, I see the other guy said interdasting. The other guy said the sun us is behind you. And then this dude's talking about amps. How fucking hard is it to type, man? Oh my god. Alright. What did I just fucking click? I'm clicking random ass shit, man. Look it. You said you wanna push long? Right? Make a new config file and just put all your practice server commands on it. Dude, I don't know how to do that. All I gotta do is type in exec prac. I gotta find out how to do an auto exec. Interdasting. Throw that flush. Spelling due to autocorrect. Oh, you're probably on your phone or something, bro. You probably type at 20. Bro, I type so fast. Alright, I'll literally type what you put in the Discord. I'll type it out right now. You see how fucking fast that is? I type so quick, dude. I'm definitely not the fastest person I know, but I type pretty fast. How much is a team demo review these days? Bro, you think that's slow? You're about to... Alright, let's race right now. How much is it? You want me to like watch your team's demo? All right. I hate when people ask this because they're gonna think I'm like conceited or think I'm like special or something. If I do something like that, I'm charging based on how much I value my time, and I like never really have that much time. So like, if you want me to watch your demo, it's gonna be decent amount of money. Probably like for like an hour. I'll give you the price right now. Probably like $40. All right, I'm about to. Let's say like 90. Yo, all right. Now everyone's just. Weren't y'all the motherfuckers misspelling shit in the chat? Now you guys want to act like you're speed demons when it comes to typing? Fuck out of here, man. I'll. All right, let's go, info. We're going right now. You're about to get shitted on, dude. Everyone get in here. You guys are about to get shitted on, bro. Get in here. All right, I'm the light blue car. Oh, join race. Oh, it's about to start. You ready? Fuck. What am I fucking doing? Damn it, bro. Who got first? Was that info? 121? Oh, smoke all right, still. That smoke. Oh yeah. Remind me of that smoke. Hold on. Can a Smurf and silver MM? You Smurf and silver? Oh nah, bro. I hate MM. I made so many typos at the D. Fuck, dude. All right, last one. All right, I still got 99 words per minute. That's decent. These are capping. Someone get in here. Get in here. Steal my daddy's Q and make a living out of playing pool. Are you ready? What? Fuck! You got 143? Do another and put the link in chat or something. I got. How the fuck you get 143? You gotta take a verification test? Type the. I had to take it too. Alright, get out of here. I don't want to test. I had the white bar on the bottom left and I had to type 40 is no problem. 40 what? Words per minute? I got 111, dude. Alright, last one. Get in here. Y'all get in here. If you're on YouTube, I don't think you can see the link I put in the Twitch chat. Fuck me. Fuck! Fuck the shit. I woke up late last night. I'm about to air myself out at the DM. Dude, I whiffed so hard too, man. Oh my god. Alright, who wanted the smoke? You wanted the smoke, right? I'll show you the smoke. Alright, look at it. If you want to... You said you don't want to get opt while you're R trapping, right? You're R trapping T side, and you don't want to get killed from anyone pit or Balk. That's a totally reasonable thing to not want to happen. So what you do is you smoke off highway right here. That's how you smoke that. Come right here. Behind the bench. Find the sign, go between the red and the white, and jump through. This will smoke off highway. And now you don't got to worry about that. Now it's smoked, and you just swing straight like that. That's how you smoke off highway. Flash should have been on Twitch. Should have, man. Y'all gotta go to the Twitch. Go to the Twitch. Give me the partner. Everyone in YouTube chat, go to the Twitch, bro. Help a brother out, man. Help a brother out. I'm waiting till I get partner before I can get affiliate right now, but fuck that shit. I'm waiting till I get partner. Twitch 720p looks better than YouTube 7. They look different. Pretty sure they're the same stream quality, but whatever looks better, you know, fucking do that shit. What was I gonna show? Oh, that's what I was gonna show. Yeah, the silent drop right here. There was like a whole lineup and shit that you do. Like you look at this fucking towel and jump up, move like that. There was like a whole lineup for that. The easiest way I found to do it, you just come to this corner. You just jump up, and then after you jump, you hit W and A, and then wherever you land, stay there, and then just look ahead, and then just hold. Shit. To do the silent drop, you don't need to line up and all that stuff. You just come right here in this corner, all in the corner of the balcony. Jump up, hit W and A. Wherever you land, just stay there. Look forward, hold W, and yo, why is it not working, bro? It literally was working so well. I look like an idiot now. They fixed this? There we go. Alright. You come here. Right? Go in the corner. They didn't fix it. No, they didn't. Damn, nice demo. Thank you for that smoke. Yeah, no problem. What's the value of your view model FOV? Didn't catch that number. Can barely see. Yeah, why is everyone obsessed with my view model? 62. I'm on 4x3 2K if that helps. Inconsistent human fingers. If you want to silent drop, just type 0. Yeah, that works too. Yeah, just take off your headset. Alright, look at you come in the corner, you hold shift, hit W and A, and then wherever you land in this corner, just stay there, and then hold W, and then you hit A right when you hit the wall. So then right when you hit the wall, you're holding W and A, and then you'll silent drop. So come here, jump up, hit shift and WA, hold W, and then hit A right when you hit the wall, and you'll silent drop, not make a sound. That's the easiest way to do it. You don't need all that lineup and bullshit like that. Alright, I'm going back to overpass. Y'all get me sidetracked, man. Yeah, dude. That's a genius way to do a silent drop. Or you get like just leave the game too, right before you hit the ground. That also works too. They'll never hear it. You ever see people play custom view models? I didn't even know I had a custom view model. I think I got this from like the fucking I think I got it from config generator. I didn't even know this was custom. Can you teach me on the basic idea how to approach different areas and maps and nuke and train if possible? I'm not talking about nuke today. We got a nuke match. If Rolo's in here, I'm not talking about nuke, bro. People tend to play preset post 3 AK classic. Okay, I don't even know what that is, but I trust you. If you don't use FOV 68, you're lost. What, am I like a really small FOV or something? What was I talking about? You can see what I did. What is this one? What am I at right now? FOV 62. What does 68 look like? Yo, that looks way cleaner. Dude, that looks so much better. What does my gun look like? Couch mode? Now my knife's so high up in the air though. Yeah, I look like this for the pistol though. It's a lot smaller. Not gonna lie, you hate overpass? Fuck you. It's the best map in the game. Now you're becoming a normie. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda like this with the pistol. Just nice and tucked in, man. Keep talking like that, you're gonna get banned. Yeah, bro, I'll ban you if you say you don't like overpass. It's the best map in the game. Bro, this motherfucker Enfo changed the meta like 3 times. Changed it. All on him, man. Wait, what? Also, what's the view model you're talking about? Best pistol strat for overpass pugs? Just like packing out A, leaving some guy monster and coming back B. You just have one guy buy util, come monster. He's got like a smoke flash, right? Drops a P2 or something. He just sits here, watches that, and then everyone else just runs out A because, bro, what's the strat? Everyone runs in plug CT side. Yo, you go spot fountain. We'll play 4B. You want to get rid of this guy spotting, so then they rotate up and make B weak, and then you just come back and late take B. That's literally the best strat to run. Just have 4 guys run out T-con, they clear out Bath, and then just come back through con, and then just go back B. Holy shit, this chat's going so fast. Slow down. But yeah, the farther I gun away, the smoother the game feels, kind of. Yeah, it does. Try X 2.5. Bro, I don't want to do that because I don't want to mess up my view model. I'm so used to it already. Teach me how to hold A Ivy on train. Bro, I do not play train. I saw a cool pistol day in a demo. Steal it, yeah. You're gonna like it for show. What'd you say? X 2.5. I don't even know how to change that. X 2.5. Just goes in the middle of my screen. Oh, it's 0.5. That's too far right, bro. Yo, what are you doing in here, man? Oh, shit. No way. Who's unconnected? Yo, that's sick. Could you get a 4th person right here? Yeah, then the guy peeks, he just kills all of them. That's pretty sick. Let's do it. You have an IM match today. Vert Monday. Any T default advice? Take ramp. You're talking about just one singular default. I'm assuming that means you don't have several defaults. Take ramp control. I can show you how in a second. I stopped getting rammed on this map. Fight for ramp A site. Yeah, literally. Retake sim and SEM. Not gonna lie, Sam Mark, he shows. Shut the fuck up, Sean. Yeah, my posing routine for classic bodybuilding consists of a front double bi, a rear lat spread, and then also a rear glute spread with my finishing pose. Sorry, bringing my own setting anxiety in here. Talking about all the view models and shit. Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I've never struggled with setting anxiety. Never had that problem. I just be playing. I found one thing that works and just play. Holy shit, you get 4? What the fuck? Dude, this strat sucks, bro. You can dink everyone. Yeah, what if you run the strat and then T side they just fucking do this? Strat's dog shit, bro. I'm opper, so any op related T side info is appreciated. For what, Vertigo? Were you the one asking about Vertigo? T side opping on Vertigo, probably want to go ramp most rounds, post on the crane guy, and then you also can. There's a couple of picks you can go for. You can go for the pick on ramp for crane. You can go for a op contact on A side. You can always do that. Just like walk it up and look for a pick on A from ramp. Another thing you could do is you can go B. You can go B side, go for the pick on the CT. If you have the best B spawn, you can peek B. Like, you know, when that guy's up on the, when he peeks, the CT peaks, you can peek him with an op, just go for a pick on that guy. Also, if you get B main control, you can go under like the very edge of the wall. So like the stairs go up this way. You come on the wall right here where the railing is, and you peek under like the catwalk that hangs. I should just show you, but I don't feel like changing the map. If you peek under the catwalk that hangs over B, you can just post on there and wait for a CT to like come white box and like jiggle ramp, and you can get a pick from that too. It's another good pick spot you can go for. But yeah, most of the time if you're opping T side Vertigo, you're just like on ramp shutting down any CT aggression, which you'll find a lot of picks doing so. But yeah, there's a lot of cool pick spots you can go for. They're double opping. You see, bro. I swear to God, I've talked about these notes, man. What about a nose pick? Watch Aiden Ross's streams if you want to see that. Have some monster smoke from A. I remember that smoke when I got that song. Two from steps. Water control one time around. Bro, I'm pretty sure I've done these notes. Wow, I did do those notes. Fuck me. Alright, well, we're going to Vertigo anyway, so I'll talk about this Gambit versus NIP demo. I'm going to talk about this demo, and then I'll talk about the IGL shit, and then I'm going to call it. And I'll call it after. It's so fucking hot in this room. Headphones? What's the setup? Oh, shit. I didn't even ask info, bro. My fault. He's not even in the... Typing to nobody. Yo, my bad, bro. I forgot you're in the server. I just switched without even asking. The headphones I have on right now. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what they're called. HD 560S. Answer the question. You ever change crosshair or res or anything like that? Just my sensitivity, and that's I rarely ever change my sense. I did it recently though. Never really. Last thing I did to my settings was increase my crosshair thickness. That was it. It's the easiest way to take a ramp with minimal practice. Yellow smoke. Oh my God, you should post your notes on demos somewhere. That's what I'm doing, bro. Everything I'm talking about is notes I take from demos. What are you talking about? Easiest way to take ramp is bounce the smoke off here. You throw the yellow one way, and you jump up behind it. You peek like this. So if you're doing this default, you're gonna want a secret smoke off a spawn. Come right here, aim like this, jump throw. That'll be your secret smoke off a spawn. You're doing like that. Or if you don't want to smoke this and you have a good spawn, you can come here, throw this, and then molly that, and then jump behind the smoke if you have the best spawn. If that molly lands, you want to come here and then molly secret instead of smoking it. That also works too. If I can hit this fucking molly. I'll just wait till that smoke phase before I talk about that. You should post. Do you ever get a pump before streaming? Yeah, I get a cock pump. Yeah, reading the keg, but like copy and paste. If I could do it, that's actually not even useful. I'm not gonna lie. If you see the notes I take, it's not even gonna be useful. You won't understand what I'm talking about because it's like I take notes on what I will remember, and I'll just be like, taps in peak ramp, taps in cool peak ramp. Like you're not gonna learn anything from that. Just watch the demo, man. Ways to smoke bottom yellow. Here. Oh, that okay. Let me talk about this. Yeah, simplest way to take ramp. You throw this, run here, molly secret, and then jump up. And that secret molly just replaces the smoke. Oh fuck. Yo, I will talk about this though. And should the ramp player play? All right, ask a question in a second. Good notes are to retain information, not share it. Exactly what Info just said. It's about learning stuff. Me sharing my notes with just notes, you're not gonna learn anything from. If only yellow is smoked. How can I smoke a ramp from A site without going back to spawn? Right here. You go into the box, aim above here, and then you aim right here, and then you shift walk, and then jump throw. It's a ramp smoke. For yellow though. Oh, actually, this is something I want to talk about. So everyone, when they're defaulting vertigo, they'll throw a secret smoke right here. And what I realize is that there's actually two ways to throw this smoke, and they're both used for different things. So there's two ways to throw the smoke. The first way is to throw the smoke deep inside like this. I was just walking around with a shotgun. The first way is to throw a smoke deep inside like this, and then like some form of a top ramp smoke or a yellow smoke, And the purpose of the secret smoke being deep like that is for you to come up through yellow and swing top ramp. This is like if you're doing like a fast take, right? But what I've seen more commonly used now is a secret smoke that extends out a bit and lands like right here. It'll land like right here. And the purpose of this is if you're doing like if like CTs like to contest ramp control, which is like very meta right now, to like for them just to come right through and fight this. If you throw the smoke a little bit deeper out like this is if you're planning to do like a slower take. It allows your op. It gives you a one-way against any CTs that decide to jump out. So the smoke lands out like this. You have your op bottom ramp. You can just sit here and watch their footsteps if they decide to jump out. And this guy can't see you at all. That's the point of having a deeper smoke like this. They literally can't see you. So if you smoke deeper, it's for slower takes. If you smoke closer inside, where it's like more in like this, that's for a fast ramp take. And I'll show the difference between the smokes. So if you want to do one that lands more in, that's more flush with the wall, for like a fast take, you aim in between. You see like the diamond almost right here. You aim right here and jump throw. If you want to do the one that lands deeper out, you aim at the bottom towards right here and then jump throw. This one lands more flush, a lot deeper in. This other one will land like right here. And gives you that. I think I threw it a little bit bad. I think you want to aim down here. Yeah. For the other one, you actually want to aim down here. I was wrong. Like around here-ish. And then jump throw. This should be it. Fuck, dude. It's not it either. That one's too deep. Like right here. Like right up here. Like right there. That should land at the edge. There you go. So it lands up here and then gives you that one way to see their feet. Can you show 64 takes CT to default smoke for diffusing? That's right here. Retake smoke, you come here, aim right there, left click throw. That should land default. That one landed too deep actually. Hold on. It's right here actually. Right there. I aimed at the wrong side. Yo, what the fuck? Hold on. Why am I throwing this so bad? Yo, where is it? He's got his other one. I swear to God, it's like right here. Like right here or something. Bro, what the fuck? Now you got me wondering. Almost positive it's like right here. Throw the smoke to get wow. Is it in the middle? I mean that's what would happen if you threw the smoke I threw. Alright, it's in the middle. That's how you do it. So I mean how many boyfriends do you want to have? At least 3. Alright, you come here, aim in the middle. Other right, left click throw. And that'll land right on default, like right there. The smoke is good for splitting up the crossfire between short and ramp. Also covers you while you defuse, and then also you can jump up on here and then sort of use it as a one-way against this guy and just jump on top. Sean, you asked the dumbest fucking questions, man. Alright, I didn't even get started on this demo. Hold on, let me make sure I have enough disk space for this VOD before it just fucking deletes itself. Alright, I'm good. I'm good. Gambit versus NIP on Vertigo. Jump spot to see if anyone is top ramp from A main by jumping above box. Oh, this is starting from T side. I just fucking tabbed out. Yeah, you can just do a little jump spot right here to see if anyone's top ramp. So that's why I said these notes are not gonna help you if you saw just the notes. The good thing if like for retaking ramp control, you can just quick jump spot it. Another thing too, for like while you're taking A, so I showed the layered flashes you could throw behind here. But other ones you could throw too, if you're just coming up by yourself, it's just bounce it off like that and run up. Those will land behind the box and get anyone fighting you. And if this guy's fighting like this, it lands right there. It'll blind him too. Find anyone's sight. So those are good self-supported flashes you could throw. Just bounce them off the white box. Just run with them. Re-aggression smoke for ramp control. I think I showed this. Fucking showed this, didn't I? Fuck, dude, I did show this demo. Fuck. I talked about this already. Let me get a sticky note, man. Just show you. Right here. That's where I'm leaving off. I'm done talking about demos. That's where I'm leaving off, though, because I've talked about that demo, too. Next one I didn't talk about. My team's only starting for now. What are some good T-side defaults to get started with? I see T setups, rotations for what? Can you show B exec smokes for B? Yeah, you only need one smoke for B on Vertigo. Come here, crouch, stand up, left click throw. That's like the only smoke you need for B site. Smoke off B box. And then you just molly a headshot. Aim at the circle. Also molly back pillar right here. Left click throw like that. No, hold on, I lied. Left click like right here. That'll molly out back pillar. That's all I need for B site. Inferno. Good default for Inferno. See, questions like that are like, that's just, it's kind of hard to answer that because you shouldn't, I don't know, it's like defaults are very malleable at like a higher level. Like the way I see defaults is just like a set piece of util, like set util to take a certain area of map control. It has nothing to do with numbers. Numbers should be rotatable and changed how you want. You can do like a 4-1 towards A or 4-1 towards B. Let's four up towards B, 4-pack towards B. One guy goes A, throw fast brackets util. Like that's kind of how I see defaults. It's just the util that is thrown. So like a set default is, I don't really have an answer for that. I think it's just the way I set up teams. Like, but yeah, that's, I don't know. That's why that's a question's kind of hard to ask. I think the thing with me is that the way I've just set up teams is that like I usually give players their freedoms to do the defaults how they want, and then obviously we'll have some of our own set pieces of util and set ways of taking it, but it's really ever that like we have like a set default that everyone does the exact things. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Because I used to think that way when I first started, but it's a little bit different now because I think it's probably because I just have smarter players now to work with that. We don't need set defaults. They can think for themselves. A flash for CT op peeking B ramp. Also like this. Wait, A flash for CT op peeking. Oh. A flash for CT op. Oh, for here? For this guy peeking here. If you're T side, you come right here. Aim in the middle and jump through. Oh, that's the molly. He still flashes like this. Don't blind anyone. Peeking. Bomb flashes over like that. I get them before they peek. But yeah, the default for Inferno, it's like kind of a hard question to answer. Because you can default. Does that make sense? Let me switch the map. Let me know if that makes sense. If it doesn't, tell me. Because I don't think I'm explaining it right. But I just think a lot of new IGLs have this notion, which it's not a bad one, because there are certain times that have like a set default like that. But just the way I view T side is that like you shouldn't have a set thing you do on B and you shouldn't have a set thing you do on A every single round. Because they're different areas of the map, they're played differently. So like you shouldn't have a default that covers both B and A. You should just have B side defaults and A side defaults. And then, you know, your occasional overall like script type of default that covers the whole map, which are usually like anti-ecos. But like you shouldn't have a default that's like this guy B throws certain util and these guys A throws certain, like it's malleable. So the way I see defaults is that like It's a way to take map control, and it has nothing to do with numbers. So like for banana, I'll give an example for A and B, and I'll show how it's used. So for A, fast banana, you throw the smoke here, and then what's it called? Shit. Throw that smoke there, molly out sandbags, and someone flashes over, and you just swing. Fast banana default, right? This has nothing to do with numbers. One person can throw this default. You could be like, you guys 4-pack towards A, I'll throw fast banana. Don't throw the smoke like that. Throw the smoke, molly, and then just peek it yourself or something, you know? One man can throw this util. Same for A side. You can throw fast brackets util. This guy comes here, smokes off arch side, runs up, and then he mollies porch. Right? That's the bad molly. Hold on a second. He comes here, mollies porch. What the fuck? Comes here, molly's porch. There we go. Right? You smoke up arch, molly porch, fast brackets util. Right? So you could be like, yo, let's 4-pack up towards A, let's do fast brackets. You're throwing the same piece of util. Or you'd be like, yo, we should go for early round B hit. Yo, Johnny, go fake fast brackets on A. Like you're faking the default. You see what I'm saying? This is what we're looking for from you. Okay, good. Waiting for the day you start scrimming nuke so I can learn my weakest map. Bro, we've been scrimming nuke, man. You want to know when and why you would do different defaults. Okay. So when it comes for numbers, I think I've talked about this before. So this is how you should think of the numbers behind the defaults. The map control, the pieces of util should be based on like things you want to condition, or like certain things counter certain other things based on the map. So let me talk about numbers first, and I'll talk about different types of defaults in a second, because there's a lot to counter different things. When it comes to numbers and defaulting, where you should put your numbers on T side, the easiest way to remember it is if CT teams are aggressive, you want to pack up and pack default. Because you have strength in numbers, and if they decide to aggress in you, you win the trades, and you can explode on the site because you're pretty much already grouped, right? If you 4-pack up towards banana, obviously you guys aren't going to come in here because of the nade damage that's there. If you 4-pack up towards banana, and CTs decide to push, maybe they get one, you trade out, and you get the other, you can explode on the site. Or maybe they get two, and you guys trade out, now there's 2 of you left alive. You trade 2 for 2, but you're already packed up and you're already here. Now you can take the site and just explode. So the benefits of packing up in a group is that you win against CT aggression. It counters CT aggression because you have the numbers to trade out, and you also are already grouped up to hit the site. There's no group up time. The downsides to group defaulting is the time it takes to cover all of the map. So group defaulting is not good against passive CT teams because you're just wasting time. So when you are grouped up, that you want to group up when CTs are aggressive. You want to split up 2 and 2 when CTs are passive, because when they're passive, you need to take map control quicker from them, because that's what they're missing out on. So like CTs go passive because they're probably, oh fuck it, because it goes like both sides. Okay, I'm just gonna talk about T side. Group up if they're aggressive, split up if they're passive, because you can cover more map control, and then you could bait out util easier because now they have no information. You could also throw fakes way easier because that's the downside of a CT playing passive, right? So as a CT, you could just reverse that. If you notice that the T's are split defaulting, be aggressive, because you can like just have heavy stacked aggression towards banana. Play 3 or 4B, just push banana. There's only gonna be 2 here, right? And if you notice that T teams are group default, don't be aggressive. Play passive. Let them stay grouped up and waste their time defaulting, because now it takes more time to cover all of map control. You see what I'm saying? Another thing too for CT side, if you know that they're group defaulting, you can just play for re-aggression on the other side of the map. So if you notice that the group is towards B, re-aggress towards A, because there's only going to be one person there, right? Why is the well on Inferno off center? What well? What the fuck? That just pissed me off. Okay, so that's for numbers. I'll read the chat in a second. Let me just continue this thought. That's how you should place your numbers. When it comes to what you should throw, this is what you should figure out from when you scrim, like having different ways to take map control to counter certain things. So like a good way to counter, let's say, CT's fighting for banana control is to do like a fast banana. Like this could be your solution to CT. Everyone has their different solutions, right? But this could be your solution to countering CT's sitting at this corner and fighting here, is that you just fucking rush them, right? You smoke this, someone flash over, and you kill them while their nades are out. That's one solution to this problem. Another problem you might run into is CTs playing for reaggression, where they just don't even fight for banana control and they just wait till you take car and they flash themselves back in. A good way to counter this is by throwing the Fnatic default. So you come here, come in the corner, aim right here, jump throw a smoke, right? And then you end up coming here, molly out sandbags. What this smoke is good for is it stops anyone from seeing you as you come up, right? And if they're playing passive, which is what this is good to counter, CTs will hold this wall and wait here for a flash to peek back in. Now you have this smoke already down to jump up on, and you have a one-way against them. That's why the Fnatic default hard counters CT reaggression. And it still accomplishes the same thing of taking banana. So like they still accomplish the same thing, but they have slight tweaks that counter certain other things. You see what I'm saying? Sorry, college, which is way less interacting than watching this type of shit. Let me check out the previous stream. Yeah, go for it, dude. Though I'm not gonna lie though, those VODs are not gonna be up that long. I'm gonna start taking down my VODs like a week. Probably like I won't leave them up for like more than a week because we've already been anti-stratted because of them. So yeah. But that's how defaulting works. Group up if you're getting aggressed into and CTs are aggressive. Split up if CTs are passive. And then the way you throw map control util, like you'll just figure this out because I can make video after video about why this is more beneficial than another default for certain things. This is what you'll figure out when you scrim. But like different ways you could take banana. There's also variants to certain banana takes. So that fast banana I just showed you, you could throw this shit, right? And you could boost right here. Fast banana boost. You can also come here and boost on the logs to peek over the smoke. It's a variant for this fast banana take. Another way to take banana control is just like contesting it and, you know, just like filling it out. You molly car, come over in the corner, they molly you, you smoke it, they aggress, you could flash like this, or you have someone hold a flash, and then you go up. That's like slow working it, right? That's another way to take banana control. Another way to take banana control is by smoking off half wall. This is like a good way to counter CT aggressions or CTs that just be aggressive when you're trying to do something on A. You just smoke them off, don't let them push. And then a variant to this is you could boost to peek them, or you could pop to the smoke. A variant to the half wall smoke. Or another thing you do with the half wall smoke is just let it fade and then just phase the smoke. Like the defaults should have like different things you could do with them, and then the numbers can change. Does that make sense? What if they push to the Fnatic smoke though? Hopefully they don't. Hopefully you're mauling car in the beginning. They push through, that's kind of an easy kill because they're just gonna be car. Hey man, We Global needs a sub for tomorrow's IM Cup League match. I won't be available. Sorry about that. I got my own team and our own scrims and shit. But yeah, that's how defaults work. That's how numbers work, and then the what you throw for like util wise. So let's say towards A can just be based on like the eco of the enemy team. If they're like on an eco round, then you want to throw different things, be a little bit more thorough. Like you don't want to just take apps dry against pistols. You probably want like a thorough apps take where you have some guy come here, molly close apps. I missed the molly. You have some guy come here, molly close apps, right? He mollies this out. Yo, stop missing this fucking molly. Come here. Molly out close apps right here. They'll clear anyone out in the cubby. They'll spread it there. And then you molly this out, and then you guys both come here. Double HE boiler. That's like a thorough way to take apps control, because like pistols are probably going to be boosted right here or something. You probably want to do this on anti-ecos. You're probably not going to run this on the rifle round because, you know, CTs are probably not going to be here. What you throw should change based on the economy of the other team, and then also just on what you've been conditioning already. You don't just constantly want to switch up your default over and over and over. You want to condition things and then cash in on the conditioning. One of your bastards decided to leave. Oh, rest in peace, man. Don't want to mop you guys 4v5. They push Fnatic smoke almost on every B default. You have a guy on ramp with set flash. Yeah, exactly. You have some guy usually sitting here. Chimney flashes to counter any aggression. He pushes, you just flash, and you just trade out. But yeah. So what you throw should be based on the economy of the other team, and then what you've already been conditioning. And yeah, and then you can change it based on like pace changes and stuff. So if you've been fast for the whole half, and the CTs decide to start countering you for being fast by dumping util, stop being fast, let them dump their util, start playing slow. Then play for the end game because now they're dumping their util. You see what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't. I don't know why this notion is just so spread around in Counter-Strike is that you should just have like there's just obviously I think a lot of people know that there's not just one default, but I don't think a lot of people know that like you just shouldn't be doing the same thing every round necessarily. Like it should adapt and change, and you should be able to do that. Like you shouldn't have like, let's do our liquid default where it's a 3-1-1. Like, no, don't do that. It's like you should have code words for set pieces of map control and then adjust the numbers accordingly. So you can still put up fronts, put up fakes, and then move your pieces around where you want. Does that make sense? You shouldn't have your Astralis default where we smoke half wall and then you are gonna molly boiler, run up and then smoke the molly and then flash for him. Well, let's do this. Let's run our Astralis default. Like it just shouldn't be like that. Does that? I hope I'm explaining this right. One member's coming to VC and shit talk because he got subbed and I got tilted. You kicked him. Rest in peace. I make complete sense. All right, cool. The only time you should really have set scripts like that. I mean, you should have scripts. Scripts are good, but that shouldn't be your whole strat book. And then on top of it too, I think the only time you really run into defaults that are like that cover the whole map are usually your anti-ecos. Variation is key. Being predictable is the worst thing in CS. Exactly. And when you have those defaults that are like when you have a default that's connected to a name that has numbers and util already pre-established, you can't adapt to it. You can't just be like, all right, let's throw liquid in. It just makes it too hard to like do it. Let's throw liquid and then come B. Like, I just think that's kind of dumb. I don't know. I just don't like attaching numbers and util to the same name. It should just be a name for util and do the numbers yourself. Numbers should just kind of be out of defaults. I've been watching Sam since before he started spamming ESG. Bro, I've been spamming ESG forms. Set defaults. They are important, but they shouldn't be your only thing. That's CS. Adapt to what your opponent's doing. Counter that and constantly generate patterns of fake XP. Exactly. They're autonomous and comfortable for people. I think you should be comfortable without being autonomous like that. How do you recommend starting to learn a new map as a team? What's your experience on it already? Thickwood making main this season? Who's Thickwood? I thought he was a troll. Who are you talking about? Explain how to get out of open. Hey! Shut up, Raven. And Lofi liked him, so I kind of got to like him. Oh, the dude you're talking about on the team? Oh, that's your team? You guys are making main? Oh, hell yeah. You thought my posts were trolls? Really? I know a lot of people were thought my shit was whack. Who cares? I still post it anyways. But that's what you gotta do, man. I could look back on a lot of my older videos and be like, that shit was cringe. You know? I was talking about a lot of useless shit, but that's how you fucking grow. If I just would have never did that, I would have never learned from it. I know a lot of people thought my shit was cringe. I think a lot of my older shit is cringe too. I'm probably gonna look back on a lot of stuff I'm doing now and think that's cringe, but that's how life is. You know the silent drop from apps? Yeah, I literally just talked about it. You come here. Boom. Boom. But yeah, alright, let me go talk about this IGL shit, dude. Talking about defaults, man. I shouldn't even make that a video because for the IGL series, I'm trying to like go through everything. I'm trying to go through everything, bro, and just be so thorough with it and talk about the basics. All right, look at this. IGL shit, right? IGL shit part 2, man. IGL shit part 2. T side, okay? So I made the first video just about talking about IGLing and what I'm gonna talk about. So this is probably gonna be pretty basic for a lot of people, but I want to start from like the bare bones and then work my way into the details because I don't want to skip anything for anyone who's new to this. I want to cover fucking everything, bro. Everything, okay? So I'm just gonna talk about T-side. Look, I literally said this. I know it's basic AF, but I need to start to scratch to get to the nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna walk y'all through everything. So how does T-side work? You got your pistol rounds. Brand new team with varying experience playing open with the intermediate goal making IM stretch goal of main. How would you approach learning to form a new playstyle together and a new map? I'd just watch if I were you, I would watch like one team and study like one team for a bit before you start looking at other styles of different teams. Just like watch one team's demos to see how they play. And then learn their style. And then before you learn other ones. IGL hates it and it's very puggy. What? Learn this deep IGL shit? Oh, bet, dude. Bet. Because it gets deep, man. It gets deep as fuck. But approach learning a new map. start with where you want to put positions, who wants to play what, roles, T side, lurk, all that good shit. And then CT side, start with like your bare basics of like how you want to take certain pieces of map control, like the desired areas. So for like, figure out what the desired areas of map control are. So let's say Mirage is obviously mid, Inferno's banana and brackets, apps, and then come up with ways to set up against that. T side, come up with like one default, a pistol strat, go over your executes, like at least one for each site, and then just start scrimming and see what else you need to add. Find different ways to default and stuff like that. Then just start building a strat book. My IGL hates IGLing. That's a shit IGL then, not gonna lie. You kind of have to like IGLing to IGL really good. Okay. Breaking down T side, right? Like I said, if you look right here, it's gonna be basic, but I gotta cover everything, and you're probably gonna learn something here too that you didn't know. I'm just gonna be breaking down T side, and then we'll go into more details in a bit in the future videos. But I'm just gonna explain it all. So how it works: you have your pistol round. Everyone knows this. Right? You start off pistol round. Not much else to say. It's fucking pistol round. Have a strat for it. We'll talk about strats later. All right. So then after pistol round, when it comes to actually getting into the game, what you need to do as an IGL is first read your economy and then the enemy's team economy, which I'll make a video about, which I think I already have one actually, but that video is kind of whack. So I'll probably make another one about this. So start off your round. This is kind of how you want to start off every round. So first read your economy, then read your enemy's team economy. See if they can afford an op. See if the CTs can afford an op. See if they have lots of util. See if they're on an eco round. See if they're on a full buy. And these will dictate what you should call on freeze time. Right? If you know they can't op, you might want to go for a contact play that round because ops counter contacts. If there's no op, then there's no hard counter to a contact. If you know that they have low util, you might want to play for the late round because they're going to be low util. And if they decide to waste it on a map control take, they'll have 0 util for the end game. So you can just go for like an execute late round. Right? If you know they're a full buy, you might want to approach it differently because they have just basically the more money an enemy team has, the more options they have. The less money they have, the more you can track their options and see what's most likely to happen based on how they were playing previously, right? So if they have full money, a full buy, they can do anything they want. They have full options to do everything. They can literally not use their util and just rush you. That's an option they can do on a full buy. So just be aware that the less money they have, the more you're able to accurately predict what they're able to do. You see what I'm saying? So read your economy, then read the enemy's team economy. So this is the most important one too. Like reading your own economy. See if you're even able to default that round, right? If you don't have a lot of util to default, if you don't have enough util to default, maybe go for early round execute or early round pop, or you run like what we call our SUDS default, like a save util default, where it's like you have certain ways to take map control that don't use that much util, so you're actually able to default in these rounds that you don't have a lot of util. That's what you should. This is what you should be first thinking about when it comes to like the first thought that goes to your head. What's your economy? What's the enemy's team economy? And then you call something off a spawn. This is what I would call the first phase of the round. It's just like the freeze time call. So the enemy team will freeze time call, and you will also freeze time call as well. This is when you're like, all right, let's run. Let's do our anti-eco, or let's 4-1 towards A, throw fast brackets, fake that, and we're gonna go for early round B pop. Like you just start. You call. You have like an idea of what's gonna happen that round. You call it. And I wrote this down here. Is this where you condition and cash in? So through all of T side, you're conditioning things, and then once you see the CTs get used to it, you cash in and you do something else. That's why I call cashing in your conditioning, right? So let's say you've been conditioning. All right, yeah. Let's say you've been conditioning late round takes, right? Let's say you've been doing late round executes. So the CTs adapt to this and they start saving their util and holding their util to smoke you off late round. Now that they're saving util, you can cash in on that and go for some fast, more aggressive early round takes because they're probably not going to be fighting for map control because they're saving their util for the late round. That's you cashing in on that conditioning. Another thing you could do is like condition. You can condition just fighting for car control like super heavily, and then you just cash in once you notice that they don't play for car control, and then just have one person go there instead of like a bunch of people. You see what I'm saying? You condition certain things and you cash them in. That's what you'll be calling. You're either going to be conditioning something in the beginning or you cash something in. What is your opinion on the T's can have a strong equivalent buy in round 2 after losing pistol with? I think it's pretty cool because my team uses that a lot where you like hero AK. All right, then the second phase of T side would be mid rounding. So you end up calling what you want to do off of freeze time. The CTs call what they want to do. The clash happens, and then chaos happens, and then now you got to work your way through the chaos. You can't predict for this, right? Mid rounding is something that you can review in a demo after, but it's not something that you like. You can like accurately predict, because you don't know what the other team's exactly gonna do. And you're not perfect. You're human. Like, the mistakes are gonna happen, and sometimes they come out on top. Sometimes you come out on top, and you still need a mid round though. And so this is just basically you deciding what needs to happen mid round, what call you want to make based on the information that you got from what you've seen, what you've heard, what kills you got, map control you have. You end up making a call based off of this in the mid round. This is what it was called mid rounding. It's kind of like chess, right? Think of chess, right? You'll have two sides. They have their openers, and then at a certain point, you don't have protocols for the openings anymore because it just got too chaotic. You got like a fucking knight behind their enemy lines. They got like a queen over here. You can't predict for this no more. You got to just play off the fundamentals and work your way through the madness of the chessboard. Same thing goes for Counter-Strike. You have the mid round, and this is something that it takes a lot of time to get used to mid round calling. There's a lot you got to take into information. So yeah, you got to use the information you get from what you see, map control, all that good stuff, and then make a call, and then eventually group up and hit a site. How does Magnus Carlsen usually? Wandering Queen. I don't know shit about chess. Actually, I want to get into chess. All right, So then you get into the third phase, which is finishing on a site. So you end up making a call mid round to like end up grouping up and taking a site, because you gotta plant the bomb. You know what I'm saying? So just breaking down like taking a site. You got like different ways to take a site. You got like an execute, heavy util, smokes, util precedes the players. You got a contact, where it's just like, you walk into the site, no util, you just take it dry. You have a pop, where you throw a flash and everyone just explodes off the pop of the flash, and you just bust in the site. And then breaking down a pop, you got like a group pop, where it's like you throw one flash, everyone goes, and you throw util on the fly. Or you got like duo trio pops, where like you throw one flash with two people entering, supported by util after. And that's just like kind of like to beat the CT's counter util. And I'll talk about these in further detail later in other videos, but they all have their benefits to them. So that's breaking down a pop. You also have your splits, your crunches. Splitting is just like, equal numbers on both sides of the map, splitting onto a site. A crunch is just like where you have a majority on one side and like the minority on the other. So it's either like 3 and 1 if you have only 4 people left alive, splitting A, crunching A, or it's like a 4 and 1. That's what a crunch is. So like, let's say you're splitting A on Inferno, right? A split would be like 3 arches, 2 brackets. That's a split. A crunch would be like 4 arches, 1 apps. That's like an A site crunch, an arch crunch. The number's a little bit different. Then you also have your fakes to finish on a site, where you throw something on one site to fake that presence, the site take, and then you hit the other. You also have your double fakes, where you just do the thing twice over. Fake this, fake that, and actually go here. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's finishing on a site. And then there's the fourth phase, which not a lot of people talk about for IGLing, which I don't think has to really to do that much with IGLing. You should have influence on it though, but it actually does have a lot. Never mind. I'm cutting this out in the video. The fourth phase of a round, which I would consider the fourth phase, is the post plant. So after the bomb gets planted. And this is usually where a lot of people just like think their IGL job is over. That's not true. You still need an IGL post plant. So like take a look. Yeah, so right here. Weigh out the advantages and disadvantages for you and the other team, right? What's your numbers like? What's your util like? Your weaponry, your map control? And if you're down in an advantage, if you're at the disadvantage, you need to take a risk. You can't just play the site. So this is where the IGLing comes in. So like, let's say we're on B site Inferno, and I realize that it's a 4v4, but my team is all on SMGs, and we have no util. We hit the site early round. The CTs have full util. They're in the advantage. They're about to have a really good retake. Let's push church, guys. We have no util. We need to push church. Let's make a map control play. That's evening the advantage. You take the risk of pushing church to even out the advantage. Your IGL job is still active post plant, right? So yeah, you weigh out the advantages, decide if you're strong enough with your current setup, and then if you're not, make a map control play, or you can make individual plays. Like you flash someone to peak CT. You got to even out the advantages. So that's pretty much how you should approach a round T side, and I'll just break down the roles. So these are not hard. All these are not hard and fast, but this is usually generally what you would see in a team. So roles on a T side team, you'll usually have your star player, like usually your best aimer, and you'll want to put this guy like with the pack, or you can also be the lurk too. But you usually want your star player to be like second or third in because you don't want him dying. Like this is, he's your star player. You usually want him to like be alive to refrag. You usually have like your entry fragger come in and the star player refrags because you can count on him getting the kill. You have your clutch player, which also can be the star player and also can be the lurk. That's what I'm saying. These roles are kind of interchangeable, but you'll hear this a lot. You have like a clutch player, so usually a player that you'll set up to always be alive in late round situations. So like that'll be like, yeah, it could be your star player, the third or fourth in. He'll usually be alive in post plant. You have your main caller, which is the IGL, which should be you if you're watching this video. I mean, if you're not an IGL, you can still watch this video, learn a lot from it. Your lurk, which I would also consider your secondary caller. If your lurk's not your secondary caller, you're doing something wrong. This is usually the guy who's solo a lot on one side of the map. And yes, should be your secondary caller. Because why would you have a secondary caller that's playing side by side with you? That's just dumb. You need a secondary caller that can see what you can't see. So your lurk should be your secondary caller. Your opper, that's another role that you'll have. I don't think I need to explain that. Support player, this is not really a hard and fast role. And don't label yourself as a support player. This term gets thrown around a lot. It's something that usually you come across as based on your positioning. It's not something that you're stuck as, but it's usually the person that's like throwing util to support other people. Don't be attached to this role because it can be anyone. Your opera can be the support player. Your star player can be the support player. Anyone can just turn into the support player for a certain situation. People talk about this like too much, I think. And then you have your entry, usually the guy who's first in. This is also not a hard and fast role. I think it used to be older metas of CS, but usually nowadays you kind of have like protocols on who should like be first in. That's what the entry means, the first person into a site. And it can be anyone. It could be your star player if he's the lowest on HP, right? And you have like your main caller, the IGL, who's got full util. You don't want him entering if you got another person without util. Like those are some protocols you'll run into and like who should be entry. That's why I said it's not really a hard and fast role. But these are usually the roles you'll come across on T side. And that's pretty much breaking down all the T side. And I'll get into further detail of fucking everything, dude. Defaults, executes, explaining all those executes I talked about. I'll get into all that detail, reading economy, all that shit in future videos. I just got to start from the basics and then work my way into each of those topics. So yeah, hopefully this helps. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, everyone on stream, you guys don't have to do that because you're watching the stream, but this will be a YouTube video. So let me read the chat. The real question is, Magnus Carlsen played by Dualsies? Probably. Duke is the most fun map for the mid-round chaos, in my opinion. Yeah, that. I honestly, I don't. Yeah, Nuke is a lot of. It's not really mid-round. It's a lot of just calling rotations. I think the best map for mid-rounding is probably like Overpass or Inferno. But Nuke is a lot of just rotations and individual plays. What division are you in ESA? We're in open right now, but we got a lot of people with main and advanced experience. Drop the util. I'll do it anyways. Ancient, best mid round. Yeah, Ancient is also a good mid round map. There's a lot of options you can do there. All right, that's the IGL script video. I'm probably gonna end the stream here. Damn, bro, the stream has a lot of content in it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna take a minute for me to edit. I might actually need to hire an editor soon, bro. Once I can start making, let me see where I'm at. Once I can start making money off this YouTube shit, if I can hire an editor, that would make my job so much easier. Because I just have no time to edit. How close am I to monetization? So fucking close. I just need 700 more watch hours. I got everything else. I can get monetized, bro. Oh my god, that'll help out so much. And I just want to hit partner on Twitch too, so I can start getting subs. That'll help out too. Start making money off of this, and I can just reinvest into the stream and get what's it called? People to edit for me, and I can just start pumping out content. Shut the fuck up about Mirage info. Great stuff. Thank you. Vertigo early round is more chaotic. It definitely is. But honestly, all of Vertigo early round is just ramp spamming with your guns. Can I bot your videos? What does that mean? Where you just leave it open? Shit, bro. If you want to do that, I would definitely appreciate that. Help me with the watch hours. Dude, I should have enough watch hours. I have like 10,000 or something like that. But YouTube doesn't count. YouTube doesn't count because I posted a bunch of shorts, right? Back when I first started posting. I posted so much shorts, dude. Like YouTube shorts. YouTube doesn't count those watch time from YouTube shorts as watch hours for monetization. So none of those counted. Like watch, if I go to my analytics, if I go to watch time, if I go to lifetime, I have 9,000 watch hours, but like 6,000 of those don't even count towards monetization. It's pretty fucking ridiculous. Yo, thanks for the follow, Hugo Star. What's going on, man? We call it the lurk war when there are broken rounds on nuke. Because people are just... it literally is a lurk war, bro. That version of the flashing lights. Bro! The glow in the dark? Oh my god. It's so good, dude. Where'd you see that? This right here? Oh my god, bro. I can't play it. I'll get demonetized or whatever. I don't know. The copyright strike me on Twitch. But dude, listen to this. If you haven't heard this yet, listen to this. Oh my god, it's so good. Also, if you haven't heard this yet, listen to this too. Bittersweet Poetry. Such a good Kanye song. Oh my god. Fucking love Kanye. Which, speaking of Kanye, probably gonna drop this video tomorrow. Shit. Yeah, yes sir. It's called Kanye Counter-Strike. It's just some little fucking stream clip of me talking about Kanye. How often do you think the comp map pool should be updated? What maps would you like to see removed or added? Get rid of Mirage. That should be removed. I don't know what should be added though. I don't really have a thought on what should be or how often it should change because I'm still growing on all those maps. I don't want any of my current map pool to change. If they can change Mirage, that'd be fucking sick. I want to keep every other map though. Get the old Cobble back. Honestly, never played Cobble. I ain't finna bap with you, bro. It was fine, to be honest. Yeah, I never played Cobble. All right, stream. I'm about to head out of here, though. It's 12:45. Good stream. I definitely got to edit this stuff. Minus Inferno, minus Vert. Yo, what? Yeah, you're capping, man. Inferno's our best map. We're gods on Inferno. It is low-key stale, though. And I like Vertigo. I don't know. You're capping, bro. All right, stream. I'm out. Yeah, it is stale as fuck. But I still enjoy Inferno. Mirage definitely is so overplayed in my region. Vert is not ass. Vert is not ass, mate. Alright, I'll be back tomorrow. We got team prac and we got a match on Monday, so I won't have anything written out for IGL stuff. That'll probably come around sometime next week.